What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Monday. How's it going, everyone? Did you miss me? For those of you that watched the Apex stream last night, did you like that? Was it fun? Was it entertaining? I know there wasn't any music, but I don't know. I think I got a pretty good voice. Might have to give Assassin's Creed a restart here, but we'll see. Normally I have to do the cam. Let's see. I tried to adjust some of the settings, so maybe it won't be as frame. Yeah, I'm ready to jump right into it. Also, quick note as we delve into the Animus once again. I'm gonna try and do an Assassin's Creed stream every day this week, Monday through Friday. We'll see how that goes, and if I like it, we'll probably keep it going. I mean, this game's got a lot of content, and I think we could get to it a lot faster if. A little bit of frames improvement. I think we get to it a lot faster if, you know, we increase the stream. So this week, starting this week, I'm gonna do a stream every day, and see how that satisfies our information machine needs. The Animus machine. So that'll be cool, right? So let's see. Ooh, should we get a trinket first? You know, I had kind of like some stuff I wanted to talk about. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe we should just go old school Assassin's Creed and kind of like just wing it. Maybe we should just wing it. I do want to mention a few things. Real quick. Pain. I wrote it down. Pain. In my opinion. Because I think that a lot of this has to do with pain sometimes. Pain, I don't think. Because I think a lot of people test different theories of pain and what pain is to different people relative to how they express it. You know, how people express pain is different. You know, we might feel an enormous amount of pain, and we might express it differently than other people would. And some people might feel a little bit of pain and express it differently. But pain, you know, it shouldn't be brought to the level that we can handle, in my opinion. Meaning, we have different levels of pain, all of us. And some people like to create this like little equilibrium where it's like right there, so it tests life's most basic things sometimes. I think that's a horrible way to do things. So in my opinion, for people who are interested in the world of pain, you know, and those of you who live in the kink world, obviously, so for some of you this is a relevant thing. I don't think it should just, you know, pain should be at such a low level that it doesn't, like, hit our most, you know, that level where we can handle pain versus where we can't handle pain. I don't think life should be a test of... What's the green screen? I don't think life should be a test of how close we can get to that threshold point. I think that's a little bit, you know, sucky, a little crappy. But I'm just someone who, who's interested in independence, liberty, and civil rights. Let's go. So that's, if I'm gonna have any kind of like words of thought for the day, then that's probably gonna be it. Anyways, thanks, Horsey. What do we got over here? A mission. Ooh, do you think this is a deer or a moose? Hello. How you doing? Don't mind me. Nope. Horsey, nothing was happening. We were just talking. We were just talking, Horsey. Okay. Hello.
Izzy not gonna daradit ganus de ne Johnsons yunja der rocksta. Gwahi ganzi what ne ganun haradum hagedum.
Ta gwader hardat gwa ganto.
Oh, I can trash out between cities. Reach Johnson undetected. Reach the meeting hall. Fast travel easily between cities, zooming out. Oh, so wait, so I gotta fast travel to the other side here? What is it? I don't understand. What's the relevance of that? Is it just messing with me? Okay, so I gotta get there undetected. Can I just jump the... Can we... No? Oh! We can jump off this thing, like here. Okay. Ha! Yee! Ooh! Ah. Wow, this thing's like protected, I see. Okay. Just do a little of that. You know, with, you know, we still don't have a full frames solution here, but with it, I kind of feel like we're a little bit like Neo. You know, that like bullet effect. It's like having like the Neo bullet effect. Nope. Okay, no, you go back. Nothing to see here. Hiya! We good. We did it. Alright. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait. Anyone else? Oh, you want another, do you? Hiya! Okay, we may have been detected, but at least we killed him like a real assassin. So I'm good with that. Wow, look at the frames.
We are not your brothers. Do we not seek the same thing? Peace, prosperity, fertile land.
You seek land, true enough. Land that is not yours, nor any person.
What are they doing? How are they talking trash?
There are
Oh, I'm
those
gonna
who
take
would
him
betray
out.
and manipulate you.
Oh.
Worse yet, take the land by force.
We are all too aware of the expeditions your people send against us.
What do you mean, might? We are all one. We should act.
We are all one.
How? By signing our lands over to you? Then we'll be as one in your debt forever?
Sir William may have a point. What hope have we against their black powder and iron?
Oh, you dodged it.
Spiritual guidance.
That's
They
okay.
always have.
They did not guide us here.
I'm a real assassin.
Might be that great betrayal.
This is a mistake.
here.
We should
Come here.
sign.
No thanks. Oh, another one. That's how you. Hey, can I interrupt your guys' meeting over there? Oh, my bad. Sorry, I was just doing Assassin's Creed things. My bad. Hiya? Huh? Uh-huh. Oops, he goes. The next branch. And another. And another branch. To the next. Swinging from tree to tree. Here Monday. Now soon to be Tuesday, Wednesday, also soon to be rope dart, and Friday. That's Monday through Friday, starting this week. Anyways.
Peace.
Oh my
Peace.
gosh.
Have I not always been an advocate? Have I not always sought to protect you from harm?
Why are they all
If
sitting
you
in a
wish to
circle like
protect us, then give us arms, muskets and horses that we might defend ourselves.
War
Perhaps.
is not the answer.
We remember, Stanwix. We remember you moved the borders. Even today your men dig up the land, showing no regard for those who live upon it. Your words are honeyed, but false. We are not here to negotiate, nor to sell. We are here to tell you and yours to leave these lands.
Wow.
So be it. I offered you an olive branch, and you knocked it from my hand. Perhaps you'll respond better to the sword.
Are you threatening us?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. It's direct threat. That's what they call a direct threat. What do I have to do? Assassinate him. Oh! Can you wait while I get into position here, bud? Let's see. Ladder. Don't worry. You guys are all talking this through while I get myself
Do you still doubt?
position. Oh my gosh. No.
Thought you might send one of your own to oppose me?
Well,
Unwise
that
decision.
escalated.
Now,
Oh!
I'll off your gun!
There we go. Prior Assassin's Creed kills much more Quahua. That was
Oh no. What have you done?
Ensured an
That
end
was
to your schemes.
brutal.
You sought to claim these lands for the
Kind of like
Templars.
these frames.
Aye. That we might protect them.
Brutal like these.
Do you think that good King George lies awake at night,
Pretty design in the
hoping
background.
that no harm comes to his native subjects? Or that the people of the city care one whit about them? Oh, sure. The colonists
That's
are happy
frames
to
per
trade
second.
when they need food or shelter,
It's a
or a
reference
bit of extra padding for their armies.
to the frames.
But when the walls of the
I'm
city
getting-
constrict, when there's
Should
crops
be in
that
like
need
the
soil,
60 to
when there's-
120 range.
when there's no more enemy to fight,
It seems a little
we'll see how
lower.
kind the people are then.
The colonists have no quarrel with the Iroquois.
Not yet.
I like that.
But they will.
Iroquois. I like that.
Tis the way of the world. In time, they'll turn. I could have stopped it.
Could have.
I could have saved you all.
You speak of salvation, but you were killing them.
Aye, because they would not listen.
Of course.
And so...
They wouldn't listen, so you
Seems
killed them. That makes total
neither
sense.
will you.
Woo! They wouldn't listen to. They wouldn't listen to. Sanity. Or insight. That's what that. It's like a combination of insanity. How about these frames? Wait, is this like a Neo moment?
Come on, Ned.
You guys done? Give up? Give up? I can take you all on. Properly equipped. I'm a real assassin. I'm a real assassin. Oh. I am a real assassin. This real assassin needs a better wardrobe. Properly dress myself in some new cosplay designer. Huh? Is that new? I did something new, or is that, have you seen that before? Oh, I think you're funny, guy. No. No, now we're gonna kill all of you. Now you're all gonna die. Now you're all gonna die. No, before I was just like, okay, just play it out. But now I'm going full Assassin's Creed. I'm going back to the days when I took on the Wolf Hunters. And I took each and every single one of you down. Oh. Oh? What is this guy doing? Rope dart? Oh! Check it out! Okay, alright. Alright, how about that, Mr. British? Mr. Church and State? Okay, I gotta kill one of these guys. I gotta actually kill! Look! Stop with the rope dart! Stop more rope dart! The rope dart. Your rope dart's broken. I'm still gonna kill all of you now. I'm just gonna take my time on each and every single one. Each and every single. Each and every single. There's too many of you. Yeah, right in the dick. Take that. Just one at a time. Please. Please. Oh. No, I got you fair and square. What are you doing? See, this is what I'm talking about. It makes absolutely no sense. 0 cents. A lot of dollars. Just 0 cents. You're all arrested. You're under arrest. I'm arresting you all. You're all arrested. You're all arrested. I'm arresting each one of you. There's no escape. Give up. You're all arrested. Come here. No, you're not going to. You're not going. You want to. No. No. This is me putting you under arrest. 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 I'm putting you under arrest. Assassin's Creed! Assassin's Creed, Neo, Moose, Hardy Wing Guy, all the same person. It's insanity. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. GG. See, now this is where I feel like they get a little salty at my skills. This is exactly where I feel like there's a little salt factor going on. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Counter, counter, break defense, counter. Down you go. Right in the sweet spot, baby. Oh, let's break that defense a little bit. Okay, you want one more? No, that's not fair. I had it. I had it. I had it. I had it. Now you're in. I'm putting you in isolation. Now, not only are you arrested, but you're in isolation. Let's see if we can take all of our skills here. Get a weapon, my man. Look at this guy without a weapon. Huh? Look at these mad skills here that I've got. Yeah. Brooker. So I've got mad skills. I'm going to kill them all, and they just are just cheating. See, I'm not the cheater. They're the cheater. I'm not the cheater. They're the cheater. They're the cheater. I'm just out cheating their cheating. I'm out cheating their cheating. I'm out cheating their cheating. We need more of these. Some of these would be good. A lot more of those. A lot more of these would be good. Down the last, the last group of people here. Last group of people, but of course, are we gonna out-cheat their cheat? Are we gonna break their defense? Find out more in the next 10 seconds? 30 seconds? 20 seconds? How many seconds are we talking about? Maybe a triple kill would be good? A triple kill? A triple kill? Of course, but why? Why have to not just see the same scenario take place? See, now we're entering here. Pain. Pain. Pain shouldn't be brought up to the level we can handle it. Pain. Now we're entering into the stage of pain. Now we're entering into the emotional state of pain. Redundancy. Redundancy when it doesn't need to happen anymore. Redundancy when I'm just trying to move on by annihilating each and every one of these player-controlled robot biatches. Blow up! Blow up! Oh yeah? Oh Who's next? What? Oh, no. This is one of those streams, Dad. We're keeping it going. It's 11 o'clock here, and it's 1 o'clock somewhere else in the world. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Actually, I don't know if that's actually true. Somewhere, it's very loud. Desynchronize my dick in your ass. Pain. The pain we receive versus how we express it. Pain. Here, look. I even wrote it down. See, look. Pain. I wrote down the whole thing. You know, I want to get... Let's talk about art. Here, let's talk about art. Originality and art. You know, everybody's got this idea of art and originality. Oh, an original artist? How could that be? What creates originality these days? I guess the only way to create original art is to break the stereotypes and the barriers that you all create and place upon people. Oh, the values, the values, So let's talk about art, you know, like original art. Now, my example is, I don't really think there's anything too original in trying to force me to redundantly deal with situations over and over again without there being a certain amount of my original art success. Trying to play dirty, are you? You're trying to play dirty! Break the fights! Neo. I'm Neo. I'm Neo. I'm Neo. I'm Neo. Redundancy. And pain. Redundancy. And pain. Oh, look, a treasure chest. So, Assassin's Creed, Monday through Friday this week. I can't say that it'll always be at 11 o'clock at night. Wait, should I have taken that horse? Oh, now I'm close to this horse. Oh, God. And I'm just picking this horse. Hello, horse. I'm not saying it's going to be at 11 o'clock this week at all, but this is a live portion. And, I am a worldwide product. Technically. By the way, did everybody check out my cool new Judaism spot thing? If you don't notice, a little, just in case I have to point it out, because I'm so proud of my Jewish heritage. Even though I'm not religious. You know, I'm like a minority within a minority. I get it. Whatever, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, you know, on collar has a nice little Judaism thing. So, and I think, you know, I'm gonna start adding the old Star Trek, you know, kind of like Vulcan. It's a Vulcan thing, right? You know, I think I might add the old Vulcan. In addition to this, I kind of like this. So, but you don't really see it too often. And then if you see it, it's kind of like, is it a Trekkie thing? So, technically, I've never done any Trekkie stuff. Done any Trekkie stuff. What we got here? Oh, you think I got the distance? Oh boy, horsey. We're gonna try it. Oh, here we go. We're swarming swamp. Oh, so we technically did one of our optionals. Well, hey, hostile negotiations complete. Ta-da! Cool. Completed.
William Johnson is dead, and with him, the Templar plot to steal the land of my people. But in ending this threat, I have revealed another.
Oh, no.
On his body was a letter addressed to John Pitcairn containing orders to root out and destroy Patriot weapons and supplies. Should he succeed in this, the colonists will be unable to maintain their resistance, and the Templars will surely take control.
Damn Templars.
So long as Pitcairn lives, the danger remains. I need to find him. He needs to die.
Well,
I thought it might bring clarity or
Guess for
instill
an
a sense of
assassin, that makes
accomplishment,
sense.
but all I feel is regret.
Hold fast to that. Such sacrifices must never come lightly.
I had to do it. Not only for my
Seems
people,
like a really
but for all
generic
the others
thing to
Johnson
say.
would have harmed.
It's a start.
so does that.
But to truly
and
be
that,
free of
and whatever
Templar
future line that
influence,
people want me to say, or think I'm
all
going
of
to say.
them must be dealt with in turn.
Ah!
Even your father.
I know.
You speak the words, but do you believe them? Seems we've company.
Sometimes it feels like that commercial. Anybody seen that commercial where like the doctor and the patient are both saying the exact same thing at the exact same time? Sometimes it feels like
What
that.
is it?
A request for aid from Paul
very
Revere.
odd.
Seems the Redcoats are up to something in Boston. Guess you made an impression on the Sons of Liberty.
They mistake me for one of their own. Please tell Mr. Revere he has my sympathies,
Paul
but
Revere?
I cannot help at present.
Paul
You
Revere.
might wish to reconsider. John Pitcairn is mentioned by name.
Where am I to go?
Mr. Revere's house in Boston.
In
If you'd
Boston.
like, I can...
From Boston. Wait, no, he's at. Oh, I ruined the Sam Adams thing. You know, it'd be really cool though. Nice little Sam Adams sampler pack. Sent straight to the door where I currently reside, which I won't say exactly where that is. Although I will say I am in surprise room. But you know, it'd be cool if Sam Adams maybe, you know, I don't know, sent a little sampler pack right to the front door. Your Amazon wouldn't stop you. That'd be cool. Just saying. From Boston. There you go. So, you want to do an interactive conversation? Not really. You know, it says this is not that built up, but I feel like it's pretty built up. Let's get a trinket. Let's get a peglet trinket. Need one of those. Old peg leggy with the trinkets. Hello, horsey! Don't worry, we'll ride you too. Wait, you don't even have a saddle. What's going on over here? I couldn't even ride you if I wanted. Whew. Dangerous. That's a wild horse. Rock. And here's some horse hooves and heavy breathing. I'm not sure about the heavy breathing part. There it is. Oh, and there it goes. And there it's back. Or maybe that's something else. It sounds like heavy breathing. What is that? Maybe the horse is breathing. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Yeah. Aha. We gotta get 2 more trinkets here. Here's one. Can we fast travel? We can fast travel here. Save some time. A little fast travel. Don't we like saving time? Isn't that fun? Like, you know, if you've got extra time in your day, and you can still find a way to save time, that's awesome, right? Isn't that great? I think it's great. Even if you have free time. Because it's a good thing we don't live in a society. Well, oh gosh, what have I done? Well, they say time is money, right? But if that were the case, wouldn't everybody be getting paid for every moment that they're alive? Or do we just have an intrinsic value, like our stock worth? How does that whole song and dance go? We haven't traveled down that one yet. Sounds of nature. Monday through Friday, starting this week. Sounds of nature. Hey, old peg leg, just wait there, will you? Give one of your little trinket things. Yes, more. What more specifically? Yeah, at least in regards to a peg leg trinket. Which this one was actually pretty up there, huh? How did we get to that one? All right, let's try. Well, let's go take old peg. Let's see if peg leg will. Old peg leg over there. I'll take our trinky dinkies. Hello, peg leg.
Got some more? Let's have a look then.
All right.
More keepers. Good on you.
All right.
I'd say that's worth another letter.
All right.
I will be back for the rest.
We got half of our trinkets. Oh, we can explore Dead Chest Island. Oh! Well, while we're here, why don't we go do some cool boat things? Ahoy! Just Dead Chest Island? It is Dead Chest treasure. And the ruins at Ceros. Post-war Act 1. Dread of Night. Henderson in Distress. Sinking a secret. Ooh. Let's sink a secret. Are you ready? Yes. I said, are you ready? Ahoy! I'm on a boat. Take ye quarter! Prepare for Assassin's Creed Black Flag, me mateys!
I want everything. Loosen to full sail!
Oh! I gotta get like a pirate's hat for that thing. We gotta find a pirate's hat. We're going to scour the Amazon seas, and we're going to look for a pirate hat.
Captain!
That's trying to do half sail. Oops. No, I want half sail. Oh no. Here we go. Ah! was unsure there. It really was. It was like one of those American Idol auditions that goes like kind of awkwardly good, enough to get into Hollywood. But
Bring her to full stop. Bring her in.
however, first half, the earlier portion, that was more like a better American Idol portion. This isn't American Idol. It's mine. It's the Moose. Do I tech? It's just like my Assassin's Creed characters. But
No sail. Look out!
Triple. Kind of. It's like a perfect game, but like a different pitcher pitches the perfect game. Yeah. Like more than one pitcher pitches. Still a perfect game though, right? I can't wait for Assassin's. It's gonna be good. Although I think Black Flag is the next one. Technically speaking, we got to do Liberation.
Ease her up. Hold sail.
So we still got to do Liberation. We have Liberation, so we're gonna do that, and then we do Black Flag. Liberation. I've never played Liberation, so that'll be completely new to me. That'll be fun. We're sneaking up on the Dartmoor. The Dartmoor. Yes, the Dartmoor. Yes. The Dartmoor. Intercept.
Take cover.
Okay, that was a premature takeover.
Hold it
Here we go. Jack Sparrow. Down on me. Oopsie. Oh, take cover. Aha! No. I don't even know. What was that? I didn't even see it. That ship's faster than mine. Small arms it is then. I did it. Come here. Come on. Nice try. Caught you. That guy. Oh, you're gonna ram. Wow. I don't have to start the whole thing over, right? As long as I don't have to start the whole thing over. We start right at the boss. Okay. This works. Wait for it. Wait for it. For the win. Stay. exactly what I'm doing. Why do I talk with a British accent? Like Native American here. That was a lot of damage right off the bat. Alright, so let's take out these little smaller boats here. These little small boats. Okay. Okay, that was more damage than even the main ship. Okay, this one real quick. Okay. Duck! No, not again! You know, this is starting to resemble the previous period. I'm going to mention another thing on my list today. Microaggressions. Video games are a big example of microaggressions. Microaggressions. See where it says microaggressions? I wrote it down. I wrote it down in my book. My little book of paper. I wrote it down on a piece of paper. You kids know what paper is these days? Or if we completely deforested all of the world's... No, that never happened. No, there's plenty. In fact, you know, one of the, believe it or not, one of the things the Jewish people actually really do care about are trees. So, no joke on the trees in Judaism. Care about trees very much. And in fact, every day on Earth here, the Jewish people plant. There's a specific holiday for it. They plant a tree. Every year, trees get planted to make sure that there are more trees. So, Shabbat Shalom. And I just want to make it clear, you know, I'm Jewish. I've done my Bar Mitzvah stuff, but I am Jewish by culture more. Culture and history. I care about my heritage. Watch the cliffs! Oh, talking about making the right maneuver. Look, I'm the Shroud of Boating. Look at me. I'm the Shroud of Boating. Look at me. I gotta kill everybody in the game now, don't I? Oh, another one. You want another?
Brace, Captain!
Oh, sure.
Dead stop! Deploy half sail!
Okay. Oh, God. Really? clusterfuck. Clusterfuck. Brought to you by Assassin's Creed. Real clusterfuck. Brought to you by Real Assassins. Okay, you just shot. Oh, that was like a statistical anomaly. Oh, bullets. Now that would have been a Shroud shot. But instead it was Shroud on a bad day. It was a Shroud shot on a bad day. You know, since we're obviously going to desync this, should we just ram this thing? Shabala! Wow, I survived. Now that's what I call moose and already that's a moose. That's how you moose race. That's why I don't take on a moose. Yeah. It's cool. Shroud, by the way, I believe also is a fellow Jew who plays video games, so Shabbat Shalom to you, my Jewish gaming neighbor. It's supposed to be Jewish, right? Well, how are we looking? Since we're gonna do a stream each week here, I think let's see if we can get this trinket real quick. And we maybe call it on that. Because we'll be back tomorrow. And then on Wednesday. And then on Thursday. And then on Friday. And we'll see how it goes. So they might be a little bit shorter streams. But they will certainly be enjoyable, I hope. Can't get this last trinket. Hello, Bambi. Bye, Bambi. There you go. Oh. And they lived. Woohoo! Well, that was actually. I thought this would be more difficult to get. It's right there. Not so hard. Easy to get. Okay. That was easy. Go visit old Pegleg one more time, and I think we'll call it. Yeah. And then tomorrow, be back a little bit earlier in the day for the live portion.
What's he got this time? Let me see. Let me see.
Here it is.
That won't do it, boy.
Ah.
Get some more, and then we'll barter.
Okay. All right. Well, Pegleg says to get more, so we'll be back tomorrow to get some more. Until then, ahoy, Vulcan thing. Live long, prosper. Whatever this means. And have a good one. Bye. Was that green thing there the whole time? That's okay. That's alright. That's fine with me. Totally doesn't bother me in any way, shape, or form. I'm totally not bothered by this. It's totally okay!